everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Isabelle from Isabelle Nursery. I hope you are doing well. Today, because Halloween is soon, I just want to make a little alternative reborn with you. I choose Liliane from Bountiful Baby because it's one of the first few kits that I have made about more than 3 years ago anyway, and unfortunately the paint has rubbed off some of on her feet, and I have thrown her away in a bin. Then last year I decided to strip her and eventually redo her, but the vinyl is not as stain on it from the paint and from the air routing and a lot of little holes. So I decided that I will do something else with it. I will do a kind of a black eye kid. If you have heard of that, there's some legend and creepypastas about Black Eyes Kid. I suggest you go search a little bit on Facebook, on YouTube. You will see some very scary stories. So I was thinking of do it Liliane as a Black Eye Kid, and maybe kind of a demon baby. Not sure. So the skin will be very pale, and of course I will put totally black eyes. I think she will be cute and a little bit scary. Yesterday I have put a layer of blue wash on the kit. She's already very pale. I will not add a lot of washes on her. I think I will do some mottling, veining, crease, and I will see from that. I'm sure it will be fun. Of course she will not be complete in time for Halloween, I don't think so, because if I want to root hair on top, it will take me some time. But I will see. Maybe I will choose just to paint, or not mono root, but just rooting with a little bit of blood. That not a big deal. I plan on keeping this baby anyway, so it's just for me. So I have already put a layer of blue. I will do a mottling to see where I will go after that. But I will not use really usual color of mottling. I will try some new color because the particularities of the Black Eyes Kid, they are very pale, almost white, kind of mask skin. Not sure how to say it. Their skin are not very realistic, so I will try to play with that. But I want to put some mottling. I don't want the kit to seem unpainted, so I will try my best with that. I don't usually do a lot of alternative baby because I'm not sure why. I really like those kinds of reborn, but they not sell very well, very fast. I'm not an expert. I know some are specialized in those kinds of doll and do them very, very well, so maybe it's the reason. But sometimes when I have a kit that's not good enough to sell because it has some flaws, or I have stripped it too much, I decide to do some. I have made zombies, I have made vampire, I have made made a cat, like you have seen in my previous video. I have made some little cats. That's about that. So I'll try my best. So I will do with a kind of a bloody red mottling, and we'll see after that. May try a different red just to see. That's more purple. I will go with red and add a little bit of brown. Just put a drop. I do not need a lot. And not a lot of brown in my container. Come on. Ah, I put too much. I will put my medium. I usually put twice as much medium than the paint. It really depends on the consistency I want. That's very nice color. Some water. I don't want it to be too dark. As you can see, I do some testing on the paper towel. Do I have a mottling sponge that I can use? Yes, this one. And if you heard some strange noise behind me, it's my dog. He's eating a little bone. He has a lot of fun. I always begin on the back of the head, so if there is something wrong with the color, that will be less apparent than on the limb or the face. I'm not sure is the light. The light may not be good today. It's really dark and rainy. It's a fall weather today. It's cold. Rain, wine. I will not put mottling on the head. Anyway, I will probably root over, and the head is already darker than the rest. Put just a bit. My sponge is not terrible. I will do a faint mottling on the cheek. And I think for this one I will use white in my colors because the chalkiness, I'm not sure if I pronounce correctly, but I think it will suit well with the kind of baby I make. I don't usually use white sorry, because of that. The reason is it make the skin look a bit chalky. But for the most part, I will do the same process than my regular reborns. It's just the color will not be the same. Often people think it's easier to make fantasy or alternative reborns. I think it's the easiest way, and when they mess up, they try to cover the paint, like making a zombie or a clown. But it's not that easy. I mean, it's a good way to salvage a kit, turning it into something else. But if you want something that look great, it's better to start from scratch on a blank kit and build your color, because I know vampire and zombies are not real, and other kind of creature, they are not real, that's obvious, but you want to give them some realistic feel. That's the point of Reborn. It's not a play doll, it's not a movie character, it's not. So you wanted to have a feel of reality on it, and it takes a lot of work to achieve that. It's not so easy. I'm sure if you can see my routing, the light is really not good. That's the daylight today. And that's my lamp. So the cat I have showed you in the beginning, it's my third one, and it's just the first stage, and I have not complete it at all. It took me 2 days to get there, and now I will have to add a detail to the fur. It's not just slapping on some paint and hope it look like a cat. It's more work than that. And everyone who have paint on canvas, who have painted animal on canvas, know what I'm talking about. Because it's the same process than for a reborn. You wanted it to look natural. so it takes a lot of a lot of work. I have never done a fantasy or alternative reborn on top of my paint, of a painted baby. I always strip it and start from the beginning. It's easier to get the right color, and I'm not not sure the word. I do not like very much clown babies and things like that. I often find that they are not very well made. They do look really like just a doll that wears makeup, and for me that's a turn off. I have seen some very, very well made, but it's not often the case. I do prefer zombie demon and things like that. I like creepy things. I always listen to creepy stories on YouTube while I paint. I like ghosts and things like that. I'm not a fan of science fiction, aliens and things like that, but I love ghosts and monsters, cryptids. I think that's good for now. So now I have put red. I will go maybe with I'm not sure, maybe something gray, little dark, maybe dark blue, maybe nice. And just like that, if you want to make fake blood on your baby, for example a vampire or a zombie, that's the mix of color you will use. Red mixed with brown, maybe a little bit more brown than I have done here, but when it's dry it really look like blood, so that's a good combination to use. I will try blue like that. It's a phthalo blue green shade. We'll see. I try. I don't know really where I want to go. I'm trying because I really like to experiment. So that's the fun with alternative reborn. You can get really creative. Oh, that's a nice blue. Maybe good for veining. I wonder what it will look like with brown yet. Try that just to see. Oh, that's great. Very dirty looking blue. I will try it. Absolutely not realist, but it's fun. I like it when it's fun like that. I'm not sure what exactly are the Black Eyes Kid. No one know really. That's a big mystery. Usually people encounter them like in a parking lot. The kid ask them to climb in the car, or they go at the people's house, they knock on the door, then when they respond, when they open the door, the kid ask to let go inside the house, but nobody really know what happen if you let that happen, if you let them in. So it's mystery, but usually the kid keep their face down, and if you refuse to let them in, they look at you, and then you notice the big black eyes that are looking at you directly, and it seems that it's really frightening. I think my blue is too strong. But really, nobody knows what happens if you let them in. I think it's really scary. Just imagine a night in the dark and you have an encounter with those little kids. They often wear old clothes, like in the early 90s or the 50s. Really old, outdated clothes. I find it very disturbing. I think my sponge is not it's not good enough. It's too old. That's the problem with air dry. You try to clean and keep the sponge, but often they dry before you have the chance to clean them, and it's hard to reuse them after. Where do I put my there? I'll just make one really fast. Probably be better. Usually I don't change a sponge in the middle of the same color because I don't want to disturb the pattern, but this case is not really important for what I will do with her. She doesn't need to be perfect. Remember, it will be my doll, so I'm not stressed with that, but if you plan to sell your creation, be careful of things like that. Seems good. And now I will just have to decide which color use next. I'm not sure if I will do more mottling. I think it looks good like that. Not sure. Not sure if you. Focus. So that's the result I got. I think that's okay. Maybe a purple. That can be good. I don't want to use a lot of yellow because I don't want to warm up the skin tone. I want to keep it really cool, really pale, almost like a vampire or a zombie baby. I want it to be pale, but not dead skin, just maybe mannequin. I'm not sure if you understand what I mean. That's it for today. I will continue working on it. I will post my updates. I will make another video before Halloween to show you where I am at. I will not do a complete tutorial on that because I don't know where I go with that. It's like my my Berjusa doll. I'm not sure what I do to her. It's hard to do tutorial. But I hope that it was interesting. Just to talk about alternative. Sometimes it's different a bit, and it's been a long time since I have done an English video. So that's it. I wish you a really nice day, and I will see you soon for the next part. Goodbye.